Good afternoon. My name is Alex Pratt, and this is my presentation on online safety and what to look out for. I chose this topic as I believe it is a growing concern for people and especially parents about what kind of predatory things are out on the internet. I think it is important that we as a society provide a better understanding of how this can be prevented. When doing my online research, I made the effort to find reliable scholarly articles that would have helped me in my youth to prevent my peers and I from making the mistakes that we did and would have. I mainly looked for articles that would provide a solution to these problems and how they could have helped us be better than we were. One thing I specifically looked out for was a diagram or a chart. As a visual learner, these helped me understand the point of the article a lot better and the thesis of the article. As you can see on my slide, there is a large language module server diagram and how those work. I was unaware of that before, and seeing the article really helped me understand that, and I think that can help a great deal in a scholarly resource. The next thing I would look for were reliable resources. The resources at the end of the article are just as important as the article itself. Knowing that it had a reliable resource that it got its information from, and where it learned, or where the author learned what they are talking about. And lastly, I would look for proof of work. I believe this is extremely important as it would show that the author did do the due diligence to find and make sure that the information provided is accurate, whether this be through data studies or through or through sorry for the previous slide, through a data sample or a formula. Excuse me. The first thing I learned when doing my research is that there are many ways we can prevent ourselves and our children from the evils of the online space, whether that be through large language modules to protect those who speak different languages from being taken advantage of or being told the wrong thing, or parental protectionist accounts to keep children away from problems that I previously talked about, whether that be a streaming service or an app that maybe you can prevent them from seeing everything on there. And these are just two of the things that can prevent problems out there on the internet, but these I think are very important and I focused on because I think they would help us greatly to make sure everyone has access to these and are educated on them. I learned through this course that it is important to make sure your sources are reliable. That is the biggest thing I took away, as I think it's important to make sure what you are reading is accurate and um, in the realm of what you need to find out. Um, then you need to think about how the resources are gathered and if those are reliable as well. Um, are these resources that were used to make the article reliable as well as the article itself? Next, I learned that digital visualizations really help me make the point of the resource, but I can understand it can be overdone as well. It is important to make sure that those are not taking over the entire article. Also, is the information provided reliable, and is the resource of the article reliable as well? Now, this is somewhat regurgitating what has already been said, but 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 it is important to make sure you read the entire thing to make sure that the quotes and the article itself makes sense. And finally, the entirety of what I learned is that the internet is not an all evil space. There are parts that are helpful and help you learn and help you grow and can really help you understand the world. And I think that it is just important um, to take those with a grain of salt and make sure you are being safe and make sure that the sources are reliable, as I have said a bunch of times. And as you can see on our next slide, my resources for this article. And thank you very much.